Ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, people? Back with a bang. Here I am again to bring you guys another video, reporting to you live from California. It is Rolling Loud weekend in LA, so if you're out here, first of all, let me know. Second of all, if you're new here, or even if you've been here before, please understand the improvisation and definitely drop a thumbs up, show some support, because I do really appreciate that. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the stocks we traded this week, what the markets did this week. We'll talk about a couple interesting events coming up next week, how I feel about the overall markets right now, and of course, we're going to talk about cryptocurrency. So let's just start off going on to Yahoo Finance today, and kind of reviewing how yesterday went, specifically Friday, and then we'll get into the rest of the week. So actually first I'm going to bring up SPY, because SPY had a nasty sell-off yesterday, and actually I was trading from the airplane, and it was kind of ironic because you buy Wi-Fi in the airplane and imagine everything works apart from Discord, so it was kind of crappy. I couldn't tune into the Discord and speak to the folks, but could still trade alone. And I saw SPY push up to around 514 before selling off like crazy yesterday. So yeah, the 514 was pre-market, and then into open we were around 510, and before you knew it, we were down here at 508 before pushing back up to around 509 before close. So yeah, SPY had a crazy sell-off yesterday, but I mean, it's expected. If you look at the last, not only 5 days we reached all-time highs, but also last 3 months, 6 months since October. And if you put things into perspective, I'm pretty sure this has been our first red week in a while. We can jump onto TradingView to check. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is our first red week in a while. And the reason I'm mentioning that and bringing that up is because in any markets, you're going to have periods of great growth, rallies, everything looking rosy. Okay, no, back-to-back red weeks. Okay, well, again, context here. So, we at the beginning of the year, we were hearing we need to see rate cuts to see the markets rally. We need to see rate cuts or signs of rate cuts. No, we rallied either way. We've rallied without rate cuts. We've rallied because of AI news. We've rallied because of tech. People were saying, the markets are going to prosper if inflation starts to decrease, this and that. Again, we've rallied anyway. But now, what is looking true is the market has been up. We're up about 25% since October. And to be honest, we are due a pullback. The pullback is not here yet. We just kind of slowed down growth, but the pullback's not here yet. But we are due a pullback soon enough. So I did want to put that on your radar. Again, in the last year or so, we've just gone crazy. Jumped up from lows of 370 all the way to now to 514 this week, 518 this week. And just to recap how this week kind of panned out, I want to talk about Tesla first, because Tesla I talked about in my last video, along with Apple and Exxon. But here we have Tesla. Here's the weekly chart. I'm going to switch it to the daily chart. So here's the daily chart. Now it's kind of trending outside my trend lines. My two trend lines there are the white lines. It's gone below that. It's dropped below that. Don't know if you can see it well, but it's dropped below that. So, Tesla's beaten down. Tesla was one I actually traded back-to-back days with puts. I can actually show you one of the trades, a couple of the runners I left Thursday. But Tesla was really one stock that was getting beaten down this week. It's trending below all the moving averages. It broke my low level of support. It's broken out of the trend line. It's looking quite bearish for Tesla. The good thing is, if you're a long-term investor, these are the opportunities you eat up. These are opportunities you dream of. These are opportunities where you say, yes, give me more of that. And that's what I'm kind of saying right now. So it's been, fighting for its life. It's been getting smacked down along with Apple. But Apple was also one of those stocks where you see it at 170, 168. You're like, yeah, give me this. Not as much as Tesla, but you're like, give me this. Apple this week started to show a little bit of signs of strength going into the end of the week. But again, if you look at where we were the beginning of the year, 195, close to 200, to where we are now, where it's dropped $25, you look at this and you see that, Apple is fighting, and it's still got opportunities, especially when it comes to long-term investing, So yeah, broken my level of support at 172, kind of hanging around there right now. But if it doesn't hold here, it will drop to 167 in my opinion. But yeah, keep that on your radar for next week. We'll talk about that in a different video. NVIDIA I want to bring up. So I don't know if you guys know, but there's an NVIDIA event Monday. They're going to be recounting things in regards to the AI chips, different bits of news. So keep that on your radar. Could this be an opportunity to buy the rumor before we sell the news? Who knows? Let's see how it pans out Monday. But yeah, you see it pushed up to highs of 970 this week, and now started downtrending back below 900. It's still hanging above the moving averages, so it's still bullish. There's no reason to be worried, nothing to be scared of, nothing to be afraid of. But I do want to point out, as I said earlier, there are going to be pullbacks. These are the kind of pullbacks you want to see. It's not like market pullbacks where you might see a 5%, 10% drop in a short period of time, although this has dropped, quite quickly. But this one is more due to how overextended it was, let's be honest. It's been rallying constantly for 3 months straight, even a little bit longer, and it's going to sell off a little bit before we reach levels of 1,000. I still have $1,000 price target for Nvidia this month. We'll wait and see what happens, but again, just wanted to show you guys what was happening with that. XOM I'm going to touch on because this continues to break different resistance points. This continues to break out and show signs of strength, which is good. I'm liking that. As you guys know, I'm a shareholder in XOM Mobile. This I've been a shareholder in for 3 years now, and every time I see this stock running, it shows signs in the portfolio that I made the right decision. Now 113 is the next price target. We might pull back a little bit along the way, maybe another $2 drop before we push higher. 113 is fully the price target, the next price target we're reaching. We crushed 107, 108, 110 this week. We hit 112 briefly yesterday. We still got signs of strength. We still got more to do. We still got, see that, well, we reached highs back in October. We still got that level to push towards. And I think that will come next week. Now I wanted to touch on one stock which got shattered yesterday, Groupon. So they announced earnings, and this is a great opportunity. If you don't watch anything else from this video, watch this part. It sold off heavily, dropped 30% in the day overnight, but it bounced on that 200 moving average. That's kind of what you want to see. That's really when you say, if we can hold here and start showing signs of strength again, we have an opportunity to get calls. We will see what happens, but this is definitely one where I say, hey, similar to what Palo Alto did last month, I like to see that. Strength, good strength, great rally for a few months, for a long period of time, and then boom, sells off, but still holds above the moving average, and maybe starts bouncing back and recovering. This could be a great buying opportunity for Groupon. So again, something I wanted to highlight to you guys, because if it's a weekly recap, I've got to recap certain big bits of news, certain important information that could be relevant to what we trade going forward. So yeah, like I said, Groupon is definitely one to watch going into next week. I'll touch on SoFi now as well. SoFi had a bad week. I like this though. SoFi had a bad week, so I didn't actually trade the puts on SoFi. Long term I'm bullish, but short term I'm bearish. It's one of those stocks where you think, okay, it's in the financial sector. It's not one of the biggest banks out there. It's not a Wells Fargo. It's not a Bank of America. It's not any of those. It's not a JP Morgan. But it's all right. They've still got a huge future. They still got a lot of different things they're doing in regards to tech, which I think could make this stock, when we get confirmation and even better bits of news, I think this stock is one of those that's going to really benefit from that and start showing how it can maybe see 40-50% returns within a year. For now, it's bearish. For now, we're not seeing any insight into what they're doing, any insight into why we would probably want to buy this ahead of a JP Morgan, a Wells Fargo. Why we want to do that right now? Understandable. But when the news finally does come, then we're going to start to see signs of strength. For now, though, it's looking like puts. But for me, you see this level here, 660, 650. Any shares around that point is money. Any shares around that point is at least 20-30% returns over a year. Any shares around that point is what I'm going to be buying up. So again, SoFi, one to keep on your radar. Pushed up, got rejected by the moving average on the daily chart, sold off. 4-hour chart, clearly bearish. Same action, same price action, pushing up to the moving averages, getting rejected, retesting, selling off every single time. Nothing interesting, nothing special there. But when the opportunity comes to buy in, we will be there. Now, before I end, let me touch on the crypto stocks, or crypto itself. Let's start with crypto itself. Because it's the weekend, crypto is still alive. Bitcoin is selling off. Alright, no big real issues there. Reason being, we touched highs this week, 74k. So, for those of you who trade crypto, you should know, once we hit highs, there's going to be profit taking, there's going to be sell-offs, there's going to be people covering their position. That's all good, that's all fine, well and good. Now look, we're in the weekend, down 4% today. People might think, crypto's dying. Not really, there's going to be pullbacks, there's going to be sell-offs. That's what happens when you reach all-time highs. Same with Ethereum, we didn't reach all-time highs, but there's going to be sell-offs. Solana, we reached 195, 197 this morning, and now we're selling off, pulling back. Completely normal. Reason I'm putting all this on your radar. These are the times to buy. Let me repeat that. The reason I'm putting this on your radar. These are the times to buy. So check out Solana. Get yourself some Ethereum. Get a little bit of Bitcoin. Invest in your stable coins and maybe dabble in a couple altcoins here and there. These are the coins I'm in. They're all down right now. The reason that's good is it means more opportunity to buy. I posted a tweet about Solana this morning and I said how I bought it at 101 and I thought, oh, I'll get some more when it drops below 100 or so. Hasn't dropped below 100. It's continued rallying. Right now we're getting a 2%, 3% pullback on Solana. You might think, oh, I'm going to wait for it to drop more. Maybe you just dollar cost average into it. What I want to say is don't miss out on the opportunities. That's all I want to say. Don't miss out on these opportunities. And to be honest, overall, in regards to opportunities, if you want to know more about what kind of coins we're investing, what kind of stocks we're buying, what we're doing day to day, come check out the Royal Trading Academy. That's where we're talking about stocks each and every day when I'm not on a plane. That's where we're talking about what we're looking at, what we're buying, what we're selling, earnings that are going on, where we live trade, all that stuff. So that's in the Royal Trading Academy. Second link in the description. Stock option starter pack. 10 videos, you have access to those for life. I talk about the ins and outs of options trading, how I trade options, all that good stuff and more. So check out the stock option starter pack. And then lastly, if you are new around here, hit the red button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, make sure you like, comment, and share with your friends as well. But that's it from me. I've got some sun to go and enjoy. I got one to making, you got one to making. See you guys next time for the video. Peace.